somebody dies, we say this person is no more. That's not true. That person is no more the way you know them, but they still very much exist. So whatever you are referring to as Atman or the soul is a fiction actually. This is why they told you in the tradition, if somebody dies unnaturally, either by accident or suicide or some other way, they will become ghosts. It is not so, everybody becomes.
Where certain things were done to see that two people came over again and again together, repeatedly.
There are innumerable such beings all around you, but most of them you won't feel because…
Namaskaram, Sadhguru. Is it possible to experience the energy of someone dear to us who is no more?
So your relationships with people are either of the body or mind, a little bit of emotion, or a combination of these three, isn't it? Isn't it so? All the relationships that you hold in your life, however dear they are to you, however close you think they are to you, you either know them in their mind a little bit, or you know them in your emotions, or maybe body. So these are the only three ways you know this person, yes? All those three things, he is left here and gone. So you have no business with him. You got nothing to do with him. People are always trying to talk to their grandfathers, mediums, this, that. And I know for a long time they've been advertising that when you die, you will go and meet your family up there in heaven. You know, the people have been saying this to you. This is the most horrible thing to tell people, is that when you die in heaven, your whole family is waiting for you to receive you there. That's the reason why people are doing all kinds of things to see that they don't go to heaven. See, now this may sound brutal to you, but I want you to look at life the way it is. You want to be in Wonderland? It's up to you. You want to live in, you want to live like Alice? That's up to you. But you want to know reality, because if you want to transcend, you must know reality the way it is. Otherwise, how will you transcend? Physical, body, mind, emotion. All these three things are dropping when he dies. If you do not face reality just the way it is, the question of going beyond that doesn't arise at all in your life, isn't it? See it clearly. Take the dearest person in your life and please examine it carefully. What is it that you know about this person? Maybe you explored their body a little bit, not all of it, just a little bit. Maybe you know their mind a little bit, not at all of it. Maybe you know their emotions to some extent. Beyond this, what do you know about this person? Anything? Nothing at all, isn't it? So that's how deep you're able to go with a person.
Now if you need to understand this, you must have some understanding of the mechanics of who you are. I'm talking about the mechanics of how a human being is built. When you say I'm a human being, the outermost periphery is the physical body. In yoga, we look at everything as body because it is easier for you to understand that way. So we see the body as 5 dimensions or 5 sheets. Physical body is known as Annamaya Kosha. Annamaya Kosha means… Anna means the food. This is food body. Next one is called Manomaya Kosha, that means it's the mental body. The third one is called Pranamaya Kosha, which means the energy body. Physical body, mental body, energy body. All these 3 dimensions are physical, they are physical existence. Physical body is very gross, mental body is subtler, energy body is even subtler, but all these 3 are physical. It's just like the light bulb is physical, you can see that. The electricity behind also is physical, isn't it? The wire that connects is also physical, the electrons that flow through the wire also are physical existence. So similarly, physical body, mental body, pranic body, all are physical dimensions of life. This physical dimension of life, both in all these 3 dimensions, carries the imprints of karma. On the body it is imprinted, on the mind it's imprinted, and on the energy it's imprinted. This karmic imprints or the karmic structure is what holds it together. Karma is the cement which holds you to the physical body. Karma is the bondage, at the same time it's only because of karmic stuff you can hold on to the body and be here. This is where spirituality seems to be difficult, because if you try to take it away, it doesn't work. If you try to add, it doesn't work. You need to be just there. If you're just there, it's a moment. Now, the next two dimensions are called Vijnanamaya Kosha and Anandamaya Kosha. Vijnanamaya Kosha is non-physical but related to the physical. It is like a transient state. Anandamaya Kosha is completely non-physical. So, Vijnanamaya Kosha and Anandamaya Kosha means it's the bliss body. There is a bliss body inside which is 100% non-physical. It has no form of its own. Only if the energy body, the mental body and the physical body are in shape, it can hold the bliss body in shape. If these things are taken away, the bliss body will just become a part of the cosmos. So whatever you are referring to as Atman or the soul is a fiction actually, in the sense people are describing a certain limitation of the non-physical as a soul. But the body for the soul is still your karma. If the karmic structure is completely dismantled, there is no soul. Everything merges into everything else. What is referred to as Mahasamadhi or Mahaparinirvana is just this, that you slowly understand where the keys are and dismantle the karmic structure so that you become truly no more. When somebody dies, we say, this person is no more. That's not true. That person is no more the way you know them, but they still very much exist. Now if you dismantle the karmic structure 100%, now you merge with the existence. This is what is referred to as mukti, mahasamadhi. In Hindu tradition it is referred to as mukti. In yogic tradition it is referred to as mahasamadhi. In the Buddhist way it is called as Mahaparinirvana. Generally in English we are saying liberation. Liberation means becoming free from the very process of life and birth and death. Liberation means becoming free from the basic structures of body and mind. And for all this, the karmic structure is the strings which hold these things together. So when a person dies, obviously the physical body is something that you borrowed from the earth. This body is just earth, isn't it? You understand? This physical body is just a piece of earth which is right now prancing around like this. But you have to pay it back, atom to atom, no interest though. But you have to pay back every atom. You won't be allowed to carry a single atom from this planet. Nobody has managed it. Physical body will fall apart. The mental body and the pranic body, depending upon the strength of your karma, goes on. If the karmic structure is very intense, unfinished, then it has to finish it. If the karma has become weak because it has run its course, then it very easily finds another body. If it has to find another body, the intensity of the structure should come down, it should become passive. If it is very intense, it cannot find, it has to hang. So this is what you are referring to as ghosts. Somebody is dead, his karmic structure is still intense because it's not over. Now he needs much more time to find another body, he still exists. And the more intense his karmic structure is, the more visible he becomes, or more experientially available to people. There are innumerable such beings all around you, whether you know it or you don't know it. But most of them you won't feel because their karma is dissipated. They're just waiting for more dissipation before they find another body. But if their karma is very intense, this is why they told you in the tradition, if somebody dies unnaturally, either by accident or suicide or some other way, they will become ghosts. It is not so, everybody becomes. It is just that they are more experienceable, they are more available to your experience because they have more intense karmic structures. So you people may experience them little more than other beings who die of old age. If one completely completes his allotted karma for that life, he will die just like that, without disease, without accident, without any injury. When one dies simply like that, that person may find another body within hours. This is why in this tradition always they said, if one completes his life and dies peacefully, it's the best way to die because he need not hang around. Immediately it goes on.
So once he dies, he's not your business anymore. He's got nothing to do with you, nor does he wants to have anything to do with you. Only if the relationship has transcended the limitations of mind, emotion and body, only then those relationships are connected. There have been many experiments where certain things were done to see that two people came over again and again together repeatedly. This was done with a certain purpose, not just for fancy, not for emotion. It was done with a certain purpose to fulfill certain things. So those people came back again and again together. But that was done and they were tied up in a different way, not on the emotional level or psychological or physical level, in a completely different way. Unless something else has been touched, you have nothing to do with this person once the body drops, because everything is just there. Conscious mind and the body drops means you lost contact with that person. See, somebody gets Alzheimer's and he doesn't know who is his wife or his child or anything anymore. Isn't it just because the mind is gone? Isn't it so? The body has its own memory, it could recognize a little bit, but still not much. Just because the mind is gone, they don't even recognize you anymore, it's over. And with death, do you think they'll recognize you? Please look at it sincerely, rather than just fooling yourself. So, your involvement with people is just this much: physical, mental, emotional. Those things have no relevance once somebody has left his body. So your business with them is over. You know, Jesus said, leave the dead to the dead. Looks absolutely brutal and arrogant, isn't it? Somebody says, my father is dead, I want to bury him and come. The man says, leave the dead to the dead. Does he look like the gentle person that you're talking about? Does he look like that? See, now you just lost your father. You go and ask with great emotion, Master, I want to bury my father and come. Just leave the dead to the dead, you come with me. This doesn't look like a gentle human being, isn't it? That's somebody who's in touch with reality. He knows what to be done, what not to be done, that's all. So, when people die, what can we do? Now, what can we do? Is it about you or them? If it's about you, there is one thing to do. It's about them, there's another thing to do. We can do something for them also within a certain span of time if they have died in a particular way. About yourself, when somebody is gone, somebody who's very dear to you is gone, naturally this happens to you, but people take it to the extreme. When somebody dear to you dies, whatever the tender moments that you have known with that person come back to you and feel, oh, how it was. Otherwise, some moments come back and say, oh, I should have done this, but I treated him like this, I deceived him, I did this, I did that, No. Somebody is dead. When somebody is dead, if you can enhance your life with this death, that's beautiful. Just because when somebody is dead, the situation has become intense in a certain way. Because a sudden dislocation of anything creates an intense situation for you, isn't it? Those are wonderful moments. Those are moments that you must make use of for your growth.
Now, when you walk the spiritual path, the ultimate goal for every spiritual seeker is, he wants to break this whole process. Or otherwise, to use an analogy, we can say, what you call as my soul right now is like a bubble. The outer periphery of the bubble is your karmic structure. Inside, there is air. Suppose you blow the bubble, you burst the bubble. Where is the air? Where is your air? There is no such thing as your air, it's become part of everything. So what you call as soul is fictitious, because there is no such thing as your soul and somebody else's soul. Right now, this unboundedness is contained in the limited karmic structure, so it makes you believe as if this is a separate entity. If you take away the keys which hold the karmic structure, then it just collapses. So, this afterlife, next birth, don't believe all this nonsense. But right now, if you sit here and just close your eyes, you can clearly see more than this body you are, isn't it?